Hey, so I don't know about you, but I've been pretty short on time lately. My daughter just started her kindergarten classes this week, which is 100% online and needs a lot of my attention. So I'm short on time, and I'm sure a lot of you are in the same position as me in one way or another. Everybody's kind of spread thin lately. So when I was trying to think of a video to film for you all this week, I wanted something that would be short, sweet, to the point, something you didn't need to devote 30 minutes of your life listening to me gab about makeup for. So when I was kind of brainstorming, I realized that I hadn't shared with you some of my favorite drugstore products recently, and I thought this would be a good time. So I pulled 5 makeup products from the drugstore that I love, and this is not an exhaustive list by any means. There are lots and lots of drugstore products that I have and I love, and I could totally gab about it for 30 minutes. But like I said, I want it to be short and sweet for you, so I just pulled 5 products that I love. The first ones that came to mind that I'm like, oh, hands down, I love that one, that one, that one, that one. So that's what I'm gonna be sharing with you today. If you enjoy videos like this, please give it a thumbs up, and then let me know if you wanna see some more drugstore favorites from me, because like I said, I got some more for you, and that's what we're gonna be doing. And if that all sounds good and dandy to you, then you know what to do. Sit back, hang tight, and keep on watching. Boop! First up, and in no particular order except for the order that I'm applying it on my face, because I'm going to show you these products in action. This is not like best to worst or worst to best or anything. I just like these products, all right? Even Stevens. Okay, so let's start with eyeliner, because that is, like I said, in the order that I applied this, and that is the LA Girl eyeliners. And you can tell that I have a love for these because I have so many, okay? So these ones over here in the black packaging are gonna be the Glide On series. So I have a royal blue one, a paradise purple, I have this short little nubby one, which is their very black one, which is the first one that I fell in love with, and you can see it's pretty well loved. I pop that one usually in the upper waterline just to give that really dimension and to just really black out that lash line. I love it so much, it is wonderful. And then the Limelight shade is actually what I used on my lower lash line today to just kind of bring that whole green look together. I just love it. Popping over here to these bright neon ones that you see, these ones are called the Shockwave eyeliners, and this one is a lip liner, which we'll get to in a second, but I just love these for adding that fun, bright pop of color. I have the shade Fresh and Screaming. I use those all the time. This one is called Pop. It is actually technically a lip liner, so buyer beware. Be careful when you use this because it's, you know, says it's not for the eye area, but I kind of break the rules and it's been fine for me, but do what's best for you. But I love these gel liners so much. They are so creamy, they are so soft, and they stay put, which I need all of those boxes checked when it comes to eyeliners. They're a classic like pencil sharpen one, but it's easy to sharpen. It doesn't give you any fuss. And like I said, they're gel formula, so they're not kohl. When you think of like really difficult eyeliners to use, those tend to be kohl eyeliners where they're like kind of hard and you used to have back in the day have to use a lighter to kind of warm it up. These ones, they are gel, so they just glide right on. Creamy, creamy. Look at that. So beautiful. And I love the price point. $2.99 for the Glide On formulas. That's what Ulta is retailing them for right now. And on top of that, I feel like there's always a sale going on, or at the very least you can use an Ulta coupon. These ones are a smidge bit more at $4.50, around there, so $4.50. So I love that, because there's nothing more that I hate is with makeup is to spend $20 or more on an eyeliner product that I know I'm gonna burn through so fast. I mean, actually, I don't burn through these really fast because, I mean, how often do I need a yellow? More often than you think, but not enough to go through it. Had them for a while and they're still going strong. Favorite. I'm not sure if it's Glide On or just Glide. I swear it used to be Glide On, but now I think I just made that up. Just Glide gel liner. LA Girl Glide gel liner. Love these, love them, you get it. Moving on to mascara, which shouldn't be any surprise to anybody who's watched me for even a month or so, because it's mostly the only mascara I use, except when I'm trying to use up other ones, which happens. But I love this mascara, and it is the Covergirl Exhibitionist Mascara. I probably don't need to harp on it too long, just because I know that you know that I love this mascara, okay? I fell in love with it pretty soon after it originally launched. It was probably when was that? A year and a half ago? I don't even know anymore, but it is wonderful. It completely duped out and beat my original favorite, which was the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I actually prefer this even more, and I love that mascara for years. Let me tell you, years and years and years. I even had backups of it, which was unfortunate when I found this because I had 2 tubes that weren't being used. So if you're looking for a good dupe and you haven't tried it yet, try this one. It's that nice beveled hourglass shape. I usually can get it for around $7.99 at Target. That's the place that I found it to be the cheapest. Ulta, for some reason, has it around the $12 price range, which I don't love. Sometimes it's on sale, so I'll get it, and that way I get points. They do have it in brown. They have like 2 or 3 different versions of black. I have the very black one, which I think is the darkest one, and they also have a waterproof formula. So yes, Covergirl Exhibitionist, I love it. I love it, and nothing compares high-end or drugstore. It's just my favorite, hands down. Now this next one, again, might not be a shock to some of you who watch me consistently, but I just need to mention it again because I love it so much. It is my favorite setting powder now officially, like no matter what. Out of high-end drugstore, I love this setting powder, and it's the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder. It retails for $8. The thing that made me nervous before trying this is it was called Halo Glow. A lot of glowy type setting powders are just shimmer setting powders. I'm not for that. If that's what you like, that is great for you. But for me, I just don't like shimmer all over. I want it in particular strategic areas. So when I tried this powder, I was like, okay, I'm a little nervous. I didn't see any shimmer in there, but I was a little nervous. This is exactly what I've always been looking for. It gives me a more like hydrated type of look. It doesn't necessarily hydrate my skin, but it just doesn't make me look so matte. It doesn't make me look so dry. It sets my makeup beautifully, and it just gives this healthy look to my skin that I've always been looking for, like I said. Here is the packaging of it. It has a beautiful little sifter container in there that twists so you can close it up and not be so messy, which there's even high-end powders out there that don't have a contraption like that. So for a drugstore product to do that, I love that. Also, it comes in 3 shades. I do have the light one, but they also have medium and dark, which again, a lot of brands don't offer that right out the gate. And right when they launched this Halo Glow setting powder, all those were available. They were all at my Targets. That's where I tend to pick up my e.l.f. products because I like the price point of them there. And yes, I love it. So I just love it. For under the eyes, for all over the face, everywhere. It is just a winner in my book and on my face. So at the beginning of the year, when I was going over my favorites for 2019, because I tend to do the beginning of the year, I realized that I didn't have any favorite blushes or bronzers. So I made it my mission this year to find some favorite blushes and bronzers. Well, I don't have a blush to talk about today, but I do have a bronzer to talk about that I love, and I think it's so good. And that is the Milani Silky Matte Bronzer. I have the shade Sunlight, which I applied today. I did apply it over a little bit of contour, but hopefully you can tell how it just warmed up my face. It didn't apply too much product. This is the lightest shade though. So if you need something darker than what I have, they did offer 2 or 3 more shades. I just love the formula. I feel like it's so smooth, so silky. I can build it up. It looks really light, but for some reason it just builds up beautifully, and it just adds a little bit of warmth in my skin, and it just looks so blended. It's so silky. It's matte. I really like it. It's matte, but not like drying looking. I don't know how they do it. It's no shimmer or anything. It just has this glow, and it's still matte, so I don't know exactly the kind of magic that they're using for this, but it's just beautiful. So I'm really happy to announce that I finally found one of a couple favorite bronzers. I have some other ones. They are high-end, but this has actually been my favorite drugstore bronzer that I found this year so far, and it's $10, so it looks beautiful. I feel like it looks more than $10, and it has like that beautiful imprint in there, and just it performs amazingly. So I just love it. If you need something with a little shimmer in there though, this doesn't have it. So, you know, depends what you're looking for, but me, this is exactly what I was looking for, and I'm happy and I'm sold and I like it. Last product that I'm going to talk about today is something that I get the most questions about when I'm wearing it on my lips. And I am wearing it today. I did top it off with a touch of gloss because after I filmed all of my makeup, I got really hungry and I ate some chips and stuff and had some snackies, and I needed to apply a little something to make it not look like, you know, I just ate. So I did put a little bit of gloss on top, but underneath, which is the main star of the show, I did use my Milani Amore Satin Matte in the shade Luxe. So like I said, of all the lip products that I ever wear on my channel, this is one of my favorite lip products of all time again, but this shade in particular people always comment on saying, what is on your lips? What is that? I need that. Usually it's this one because it has this kind of violet, almost gray undertone, and for a nude liquid lipstick to do that, or any lipsticks, it's very hard to find. Trust me, I know, because I love those tones on my skin tone and it is so difficult to find. So when you find it, you love it. With that being said, I also feel like this is a really good dupe, the shade in particular, to the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipsticks in Bossy. That was my original favorite, and then when I tried this, I was like, oh, well, I don't need to spend $20 anymore. I can just go for this that's like around $10 and I'll be good. And then Milani sent me these during the fall of last year, and oh my goodness, they are so pretty. So these are all of the Amore satin mattes that I have, and all of them across the board, the Amore satin mattes are beautiful. They do have other ones like just the regular mattes. I don't like those ones as much. They kind of look a little bit patchy, but the Amore satin mattes for some reason are just beautiful. They're creamy, they're rich, they're stunning. Oh man, it is so pretty. So again, that is what I applied on my lips, and you'll see it going on. It's so creamy, so nice, has a great pigment to it, and I just love it. So like I said, I get the most questions on the color of it, but honestly the formula too is amazing. Yes, I did throw a gloss on top after eating, but it just, cause it like with chips, it just kind of, it didn't, yeah, so I had to throw a little bit of gloss on to kind of even it out a little bit. And the gloss I used was just a clear, slightly glittery gloss, and it just looks beautiful. So you can do that. I love it. I love the versatility. I love how it feels on my lips throughout the day. It's not like super drying or weird. I think because it's like a satin where it's like still dries down matte, but it's just creamy. I don't know, but I like it. That's 2 Milani products in here. Good for you, Milani. Good job. I could probably throw a lot more e.l.f. products in here and CoverGirl, but that's gonna be for another video, like I said. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know and I'll do another round of drugstore favorites for you. But that is it for this video. If you are new to my channel and new to my face, I would love it so much if you would consider subscribing before you go and fall down the rabbit hole, which is YouTube. If you wanna do that, all you need to do is hit that little red subscribe button down below. And then I would love it if everybody would make sure that your bell is tapped. That way you get notified when I post more videos, which is 3 times a week, all beauty related and all cruelty free as well. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that was short, sweet, and simple for you, and you found some potential new favorites, and I'll see you next time.